Oh, we are live,
Oh,
girls.
shit.
We're just gonna. Hello, can you guys see us? Hear us? Making sure our tech is working. It's Crystal and Cody. You guys remember Crystal? We're gonna wait for some of you to get on here. I apologize. We had an issue with our original scheduled live. It wasn't going live, so we had to redo it here on this new one. I apologize. Hopefully people will figure that out. And
Yeah, I think you get notifications.
like it just
Like,
lets them
oh,
know.
this person is going live.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Well, we are going to start just because this is going to roll, and some of you may go back and watch this, so we don't want to just sit here and wait for people to join without sharing some helpful tips. Today, we wanted to talk about summer skincare tips that will allow you to not ruin your investment and the work that you've done on your skin. And I think we see this a lot because we live in San Diego, where, you know,
Always sunny.
it's always sunny.
Yeah.
It's always kind of summer. And we have two different types of clients. We have the client that is on it and, you know, like not OCD, but definitely, you know, very serious about maintaining their results. And then we have the other group of clients that is like most people, you know, it's just the way it is. You know, you fall off the wagon a little bit during the summer.
More relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one too many Mai Tais at the pool and not reapplying sunscreen. So really, I know I kind of, you know, beat a dead horse here, but I'm always about why not prevent damage before it occurs. I'm all about that. And we have now thousands of customers we've helped with that because we are in San Diego, so we can see the difference when people are doing their regimen versus not. And then they call us usually September time when the kids go back to school and they're like, oh my God, you'll never believe what happened. I'm like, I can take a wild guess. So, oh, welcome, Lisa. Hi. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. We're just waiting for a few more people. It looks like some are joining us, but please, if you're here, say hi. Let us know you're here. Introduce yourself. And if you have any questions about any types of tips for the summer, let us know. But what was I saying about the other customer, right? They come in September and they're like, oh my God, my skin.
Yeah, like they all of a sudden they built this damage and we're like, oh.
Yeah. But what's interesting is that if you are treating your skin and then you kind of fall off the wagon during the summer. Hi, Cicely. It's good to see you. So amazing. You're such an amazing client, customer. Just so wonderful to see you. Always in our comments. Aww. Hi, Storm. Oh my God. Hi, Eunice.
Eunice. Hi.
Do you guys all know Eunice? She's amazing. Go follow her if you're not following her. Solitaire, welcome. Welcome, everyone. What was I saying, girl? It's going to be one of those days.
Yeah. No, we were just talking about those that come back in September, like the kind of the other side. And
well, what happens though is if you fall off the wagon during the summer and you've like been treating your skin, you actually will get more, the damage will be worse because you've been treating your skin so it's more sensitive to and prone to damage. More vulnerable, exactly. Mm-hmm. So then the damage is deeper. Yeah. It costs a lot more to fix and people are quite shocked by that. So it's always about just pushing through and maintaining so that you can prevent that damage before it occurs.
And protecting.
And protect, yeah.
Because when you think about it, like the treatments help, but because you're using acids and, you know, that doesn't mix with the sun. So that can, that's what we mean by deeper damage.
Yeah, for sure. Even retinol. It's like people not wearing enough sunscreen. I'm always like, well, then don't use retinol anymore because it's actually not going to work because it'll degrade in the sun, but also because you're sensitive to the sun because you're using a retinoid. Now, when the UVA light, it goes right into that dermis and just disintegrates it because the skin is just more susceptible to reaction with it not having proper sunscreen on or the right amount.
Right. I think of it as a shield, like kind of your insurance.
Yeah. For sure. Especially after you fix your skin and spent so much money, you know, you don't want to waste that investment. So
it's expensive.
It does. Oh, Sana, that is so sweet. You are very sweet.
Oh,
Beverly, you're in Jamaica, Beverly. We're in San Diego, sending you lots of love.
you got the right idea. Sunscreen.
I love it. Good. Sunscreen. iStorm is asking, any specific recommendations for African American skin? I'm 33. Definitely like Beverly Reed is doing, wear your sunscreen. Darker skin definitely needs sunscreen. A little trick, I know we're going to do a video about this, but if you have darker skin and you're sick and tired of people telling you to wear white sunscreen on your face that makes it look white and ashy.
Oh,
I totally get it.
casty.
It's like gross, casty. It looks ash. It doesn't look cute.
It's just not, yeah.
Yeah, even on just
Not ideal.
lighter skin, even just looks weird. So a little trick around that is if you get a makeup that has the equal amount of sunscreen as your regular sunscreen and you just kind of cocktail it together, you can do that, or put just a dash of the color of that makeup over the sunscreen to give you a little bit of coverage and to cut down the white cast.
That makes sense. So mix it in and then apply and like adjust that way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just needs to be it needs to be the same amount of percentage of sunscreen. So if you have a 30 SPF 30 but your makeup is SPF 15, don't do that. It has to be equivalent, same amount, 30 and 30.
Is that so that it doesn't like cut down on
Doesn't
the
cut down,
protection
yeah.
or anything? Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And when you do mix sunscreen, like with anything, like if you put a lot of moisturizer on your skin and don't let it absorb and then put sunscreen on, now you minimize the percentage of that sunscreen because it's now cocktailing with other ingredients.
Yeah, it's like diluting almost. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Oh, you guys are here today. I love it. Oh my God. Hello, welcome, Louis. Also just iStorm back on the question with your skin. Also, vitamin C will be very beneficial for your skin. A lot of vitamin C.
SPF.
Mm-hmm. Hello, Luis from London. Hello, good to see you. Sending you love from San Diego.
It's so cool to just have other people from other countries.
I know.
Yeah.
We're just so grateful. I have to say this right now. I am really, really blown away by what has become of our community here on our channel. Honestly, I never really expected any of this and all of these beautiful people. The story is I did a video years ago, threw it up online, and then it kind of took off, and that's how this all started. So to see such beautiful people that we're attracting, so amazing.
Well, I think it's cool
amazing.
that you even thought about your clients to make a video for them, so that way they can have like guidance and a reference. Because I don't really see that too much. Yeah. Like you made it really personable by sharing that. Yeah.
Look at you. Look how she's hired. Stop it. My ego can't get through the door. Oh, should you only use retinol at night? Hilaro is asking. Great question. Yes, retinol is best at night, just because it can also break down in the sun. There are formulas that have, day retinol, but I just don't think it's. Also, I feel like everybody misses this part with retinol. Do you guys know, like, one of the most beneficial, like one of the most important things that retinol provides besides collagen? Do you know?
It does a lot for redness, scarring, so much. A lot. Actually. I feel like you kind of need it, and it's like a staple, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially if you're trying to take it to the next level, just because of how repairing and regenerating it is. Go ahead.
No, it's an antioxidant.
It's a big antioxidant.
It's a huge antioxidant. Everybody misses that.
Yeah.
Everybody misses that. So when you see retinol in a formula that's in a cream for day cream, some people will ask that. They're like, why is there retinol? It acts as an antioxidant also in formulation. It stabilizes stuff.
But best at night, you're saying?
Yes. Yeah. Best at night. Use retinol at night.
I try to do a lot of my hardcore treatments at night too, just to avoid, in the day. Absolutely. Even though I'm really good with my sunscreen, it seems to work better for me, and just to
more advanced stuff at night and gentle during the day.
Yeah, just to be careful.
Absolutely. Yeah. I do the same. All right, I have a question. Is it okay to use cleansing device and age exfoliate after? Eric is asking. That's a really great question. So I can only share my experience. Maybe you could share yours. If you maybe have hardcore skin and you're very advanced, maybe try that. I just wouldn't get in the habit of doing them together, and the main reason is because AHA by itself is pretty powerful and it penetrates the skin, and then when you use a brush with it, you just run the risk of having an unpredictable reaction because of the friction and stimulation from the brush pushing acid into the skin and moving it around very quickly. Like if I thought using a cleansing brush with my glycolic cleanser would work better, I would be doing that, but it doesn't. It actually can cause a lot of sensitivity and reaction. I would say choose one or the other, but that's just me.
Yeah, it's a little harder to control. I guess it depends to what kind of device you're using, because now they have like the silicone heads too.
Yeah, that's true.
Which seem maybe less aggressive, but if you're going to do that, maybe just leave it for your cleansing and then your exfoliate separate as like your next step.
Genius. Yeah, because they do exfoliate and then you put the other exfoliate.
Yeah, like I wouldn't
be a lot.
Yeah, I feel like it's great if you like, using a device and kind of something to help you for just the cleansing step. But as far as the exfoliants, I try to just let that do the job alone.
Smart. Absolutely. Hello, welcome everybody coming on. I have a question. Oh, Cicely, my vitamins may be in CC. Should I put it on and allow it to dry then sunblock? Great question. Yes, we do get shit about this, even from estheticians. We've been told a lot of things, including vitamin C is rubbish and doesn't work. So I believe I'm always about getting whatever I'm using, especially if it's expensive, to reach its fullest potential to make sure that ingredient is really, really working. So I do believe if you're spending money on a good vitamin C, we're talking $20 or more, it's best to let her work her magic, let her absorb a little bit. And also think about like what I said with the sunscreen. If you put your vitamin C on and then you put a cream on, now you're minimizing the percentage of the vitamin C and the activeness in the vitamin C. It's like, let her work her magic, let her do her job, and then after it's absorbed, then apply your cream. That's what I recommend.
That's what I've been doing. I've noticed it helps a lot, as well as working it in, like really massaging it in, especially like for me, it's always the forehead here, just from way back in the day of having breakouts. So I always focused like that. Yeah, that seemed to help.
It does. It really does.
Like usually you'll put it on and just do something else, right?
I go get dressed.
Yeah.
Every time. Also, if you're like our vitamin C, right? Super strong, even though it's a 12%, it acts more like a 15 really, because anyway. It's acidic too, so if you just throw this on, then throw on your like makeup, it'll change the color of it, make it darker too. So that's also why you want something that is acidic to absorb a little bit more, because the acidity can change things. It can change the next product you put on, and it can start to change the color of your makeup.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what
I've had it happen?
Yeah,
And a friend told me. I'm like, why am I 5 shades darker? And I did a tan. That's weird. It's because I was in a rush once. I put the sunscreen on, or the vitamin C, and then
the tint, or
my tint, and then because of these cameras and stuff, I put on a little bit of makeup, some MAC face and body, and then some Don't Judge Studio Fix, just to make everything look decent on camera. But then it got so dark, and I came to the office to film, and I was like,
like, I don't look like me right
something
now.
Something ain't right, girl.
Just came back from Cuba.
From
Costa Rica.
I hope that answers your question, beautiful Cicely. Makeup. Just use black girl sunscreen. Yes, I've heard about that. I hear it's great. Hello from Arizona. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you.
There's also Supergoop Unseen that I'm hearing a lot about. That is forgiving for darker skin tones.
Mm-hmm.
So just putting that
Which
out
one?
there.
Supergoop?
It's Supergoop, and I think it's like their Unseen product, or I don't know if it's like if they have multiple or if it's just one product, but I've heard about that doesn't create massive cassiness or an ashy look if you're a darker tone.
Yeah, it's a great idea. Oh, that sounds hot, Terry. 150? No.
Mm-mm.
Dry skin. Yeah, dry skin, so you guys know, is one of the most important things to regulate during the summer. And the reason is because damage that comes from the sun is not just pigmentation and, you know, the breakdown of hydration. Dehydration is the first thing that happens. Skin is dehydrated, you also produce more oil. So oily skin and breakouts, that's another reason you want to be more proactive with hydration. And ways that you can do that, I know people are going to give me shit, but glycerin, been talking about for years. It's the holy grail, girl. Been using it 25 years. I've recommended this to tens of thousands of clients over the years.
No, we really do.
We really do. We use it every day in our treatment room on clients. Such a simple, cheap fix. A few drops in the palm of your hand, add it to your face after cleansing or toning. That will help to put a barrier of hydration in your skin so it'll soak it in. Then still feel free to, if you want, use your normal kind of hydration stuff if you want. That's just giving you that extra push of hydration so that your skin won't produce so much oil to compensate for the dehydration. This is like the biggest thing I see is that during the summer is that the skin just gets dry, produces more oil, then they get breakout, then they get congestion, then they get frustrated. And dry skin or dehydrated skin is also just more reactive.
Yeah.
So
no, and I have trouble with that a lot, congestion. And so whenever I'm like feeling like, oh my God, why do I keep breaking out? I'm like, oh, I have to hydrate, because everything I feel like stays stuck when it's dehydrated. So when you know, put in moisture, flood the skin, everything I feel like becomes a little more looser and allows whatever that needs to come out. So just to throw that in, like exfoliate, but also hydrate, kind of balance it.
You got it.
Yeah.
And just so you guys know, everything we're saying ever on here is all stuff we practice and do. We're not just coming on here and sharing whatever we think is cute or trendy. It's literal, direct, hands-on experience with working with skin and clients and all skin types with every one of our products. So we practice what we're preaching here and have the proof of our before and afters to show that, you know, what we're talking about really works when you practice it. And even me, when I'm dehydrated, my skin, it looks terrible. So AHAs, retinol. Oh, Andy is asking, is it okay to use AHAs or retinol after shaving? It's a great question. So always everything depends on your skin type, your sensitivity, your baseline, where you're starting. Also, Andy, I would like to know more info. What's the reason for using a retinol or an AHA after shaving? Is it just part of your normal regimen that you're trying to figure out? Is it okay to do? Or are you using those ingredients with potential breakout from shaving? I need to know more. Or ingrowns, yeah. When I shave once a week, and I have to use salicylic afterwards, or I'll get a pimple. So I always put this on after I shave, just to mop up oil, help clear out the follicle, help with inflammation.
I was going to say sometimes I'll do it under my arms after shaving. So, you know, ladies, if you ever get a little issue there.
Yeah. A lot of, our clients call the salicylic treatment face crack. It's so funny.
Yeah.
It
really is. I need it. I need it on hand. You never know.
Yeah, and salicylic is such a great ingredient to use during the summer. And we always have people even that are really not used to salicylic, that are not acne prone, using salicylic. And it's like the one ingredient that they'd never think about using. And then when they start using it during the summer, they're like, it changes everything because it's mopping up oil. It also is helping the redness, inflammation from the dehydration from the UV light. It's controlling oil. It kills bacteria. It clears that follicle during the summer that can get easily clogged with sunscreen, oil, sweat.
If you're a person that builds a lot of keratin on the skin, like those little bumps that you see when you like hold your chin tight, it really helps with that and kind of dissolving or maintaining. So it's much smoother. That's what I like it for too. And you can use it like pretty often, which is what I like if you're wanting something not too much, but just a mild.
Yeah, for sure. People said, somebody was like, oh, I can't believe I heard I've looked in your products and your ingredients, and they're so fantastic. It's almost unbelievable. But why do you have alcohol? That makes no sense out of all your, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a reason why there's alcohol in here. And I know that alcohol gets a bad rap, but you know, people keep filling their wine glass to the brim.
Yeah, right? So
but don't you put that alcohol in the face, girl. There's a reason it's in there. It wouldn't be as strong and effective, and we need it for our professional use clients. And alcohol serves a purpose in formulation when it's done right, and it's not the devil, and it just needs to be done right, and it needs to serve a greater purpose. It's an antiseptic. It helps to control oil. It also keeps the salicylic in here dissolved so that it can actually penetrate into the skin.
So it like preserves it kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, so it doesn't.
Well, it keeps it dissolved. Otherwise, it would crystallize in there.
Got it.
Yeah. Linda's asking peptide plus retinol at night or just retinol. So in my experience, if you are using a really good peptide, there's a lot of peptides coming out now by companies that are they're pretty basic peptides in the formula, which is fine. It's still better than nothing. But to formulate a really good product with peptides in it does take a lot. That's why we've taken almost 2 years to do ours, and we're still working on it. So a lot of the peptides I noticed going around for $6, $10, $12, I mean, do anything except hydration from those, because they're not probably penetrate or strong enough or active enough to really work. But if you are using peptide, the rule of thumb in my experience is to use the peptide by itself without the retinol. So make sure it's 15 minutes apart.
So peptides first and then retinol, you're saying?
Yeah, but I prefer to use the peptides by itself, separate, because they're very fragile. They can easily break down with other ingredients that you may not be aware of that could be in that formula, especially something acidic. If you use something acidic with a peptide, you just destroyed them usually, or a growth factor even, unless it's formulated like that. Hi. Hello, Home Inspiration. Nice to see you. Thank you. iStorm is asking, how do you protect your neck from aging? Well, sunscreen, but I do a lot of weird stuff.
The neck exercises.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen that video. I'm doing that for about 20 years now, and I believe it really helps to tighten my neck. And no offense if my family's on here, love you guys, but genetically we do have neck stuff in our family. And I think that, like, when I compare myself to my family a little bit, even my cousin, she's done actually really good with her skin, but I could just see like the difference of my tone from doing that consistently versus someone else, especially with my family. So they are all doing it now, and they believe it's helping, like toning.
I'm not saying this,
muscle.
But it makes sense why you have a really nice chiseled jaw.
You think
like,
so?
No wonder you're working it out. Same here. In my genes, I feel like I have my mom's face. It's a little more rounded, and like, unfortunately, when we gain weight, it shows. And so I'm gonna have to put that to the test.
I did a video. It's about 6 videos down. If you want to see that, what's her name? iStorm, yeah. There's a whole little massage technique and stuff. You can watch that video.
I always say too, whatever you do for the face, you could bring down hair as well. Like treat the neck, sunscreen.
Makeup by Evan Walker. We went to support Black businesses. That's great. Is SPF 40. Feels like the Smash Off primer. It's clear.
Oh.
Interesting. I never seen that one. Home Inspiration, what do you mean? What about wrinkles? I'm not seeing the first part of your question. And then KZ, hello. I'm going to a beach vacation on August. Oh, great question. I'm going to do a video on what I do to prep my skin. I have a TikTok video. I'm not sure if you guys are following me on there, but it's so fun. You should join me. The info is below my TikTok link. But what should you do? Do you have anything you want to say to that?
Was it to prep before?
Yeah, I mean, prepping the skin, KZ, is really, really important. What you do before you know you're going to be in the sun is important. So what I do a week before I go to the desert, because we like to go to Palm Springs. So a week before I get my skin ready. You know how you get ready for like a big event and you watch your weight and you work out and you want to fit in that beautiful dress or outfit. You're prepping yourself to get ready for that event, right? Same is true of skin. You know, if you know you're going to get damaged or put yourself in a situation where you're going to be in the sun more on a vacation on a desert island, what you do before you get on that vacation makes all the difference. And what matters most is a lot of hydration and antioxidants. The more you flood your skin with hydration, right? All of these things help with hydration. Hyaluronic can help as well. You know, the more plump and hydrated your skin will be, the healthier it'll be, the happier it'll be, the less reactive it'll be to UV damage and dehydration.
That makes sense, because when you have dry or dehydrated skin, I think you're more prone to that, just that damage and burn.
Yeah, it works every time. Every time I go on a trip, I do that the week before. So I keep it pretty gentle, exfoliate maybe once, a lot of hydration, lots of antioxidants. So I'll use like 10 to 15 drops of this. Even Nate thinks I'm insane, but like I won't get pigment, I won't burn.
Oh, did you ever talk about that time where you actually did get a burn and then you put the elixir on?
Great one, yes. Yeah. I'm not sure if do you want to talk about that or?
Well, okay, from what I remember, so you were telling me a story about how you were, you know, just having fun out in the sun, and like you noticed that you got like a little bit of a sunburn on your shoulder.
Yeah.
And right away, right, you put on the beauty elixir, like you flooded it, right, with it.
I just poured it in my hand, poured it on there, and then, my face.
And then was it just a few hours or
within hours?
Within hours.
The redness was almost gone, and it never peeled. The burning sensation went away.
It didn't go through the normal process.
It didn't go through that
you get with a sunburn. So that's really interesting to hear, because most people are like, oh, aloe vera are just cool, but we don't think about the antioxidant and how it repairs at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, give that a try. Whatever vitamin C you have now, like, or if you have our beauty elixir or our 12 and you got a little just too much sun, put a lot of vitamin C on your skin, because it's an antioxidant, so it's going to repair the oxidation right away. It's going to give you hydration. It's going to just flood your skin with the nutrients that it needs to repair that burn right away. I've done it on Nate too. He got a really bad burn on his. He always burns.
He's like a really good tester too.
Well, he still goes in tanning.
Yeah.
I'm fired as an esthetician, honestly. But he burned, and he resisted me doing it. I have a photo somewhere. I need to find it actually. And I just put it all on his back, and only over here was all better. And then everywhere else still burned and flaked.
Was he shocked too?
Yes, but still resistant. Yeah. Because then he said I messed up his tan because that part wasn't the same color anymore.
Never get it right.
Yeah.
You tried.
He's the one, though, I swear he's drinking it or something, because every time I go to put it on, I'm like, where the frick is my vitamin C?
He's like, oh, I haven't been using it.
Yeah.
Low key.
KZ, I hope that helps. Prep your skin before you go. And then on your trip, maybe just keep it simple. Exfoliate a little bit to get off the sunscreen, the grease, and the oil from the day. And then use a lot of antioxidants, vitamin C. And then go get like a hydration mask or something, or even just this, like when I'm in the desert, a couple drops after I cleanse.
I'll literally carry my sunscreen on me too. Like if you're in vacation and you're walking around and stuff exploring, I literally do. This one that we have is perfect because I feel like it's like the perfect kind of size. But you can always, put it in other like empty bottles so you can prepare.
Hey, Maddie. Okay, Ice Storm, have a great day. Don't work too hard. Andy is answering the question. I just recently got into skincare and purchased retinol for the first time. I'm asking because most videos I saw about them are from women and don't mention how to go around shaving. Okay, that's great, Andy. That's a great topic, actually. Yeah. We are taking notes for topics for future videos. So if you guys have other ones you want to chime in, feel free. We're taking notes on those. That's really a great question. You can use your normal routine after you shave if you feel okay. The issue is the AHA will probably burn. Like I can't use too much AHA after. I use it before. So, and then the retinol should be fine, but you may have a little sensitivity. So I would say maybe moisturize your skin a little bit before, or hydrate it with a little bit of glycerin before you go right in with the retinol, just because retinol's so irritating a little bit. Could run into some irritation with the shaving.
So it helps to buffer a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you ever do BHA after you shave?
Oh, that's the only one I do.
Okay, I guess if you want to use like some type of treatment, especially to help with like the redness, the bumps and all that, like salicylic is another option other than AHA.
Joe is asking, I have the beginning of the wrinkle on my neck, and I'm so worried we have lost a double chin. Yeah, I don't know if Joe, if you just heard what I was saying, my family too prone to that as well. So on your neck, wrinkles on the neck are interesting. I don't know without seeing like a photo, but, and not to not make you feel hopeful, but there might not be much you can do unless you do like a professional service where maybe they, do a chemical peel to help rebuild collagen deeply, or they laser you, or they needle you.
Yeah, because you can do microneedling.
Yeah. Okay. I would maybe seek a professional to see if you can stimulate some collagen, do maybe a microneedling on the whole face and the neck, so that you just keep all the collagen building. And then I would be using a retinoid. I use retinol on my neck. It is more sensitive, but I think you'll be fine if you start to, ease into it a little bit. Do you have any ideas on?
I was thinking about something that I saw. I haven't really looked heavily into it. I don't know if it is like from the Japanese what they do, but have you seen the little wraps that they put on their head? Mm-hmm. I'm like, I wonder if that might have some effectiveness. Let me know. Let us know if you've tried that and you're like, hey, that it works.
Hey, Maddie, welcome. No worries. You're here now. What's the best, not so thick, not expensive, and no cast good sunscreen, please?
There's a couple options.
Okay, of course, ours is incredible. It's our top seller. People are obsessed with it. But this was sent to me by Ulta MD. And it is their UV sheer broad spectrum SPF 50. Oh my God. I am impressed. So impressed with this product.
Especially for being SPF 50. It feels so lightweight.
It's like water, and it just absorbs into the skin. It hydrates the skin. It doesn't leave a cast. Maybe just a tiny bit but just, it's not like traditional sunscreen. And it doesn't stink.
No, it doesn't.
It has a nice smell.
It's light.
And you could just keep layering it quite thickly without it ever feeling gross. So I would, give that a try. Look into that maybe. And then our sunscreen is designed it's micronized. So it's designed to absorb into the skin. We have all of our, all of our clients using this regardless of skin type or color. And it's great because you can wear this under makeup easily, or a tint, and have no issues with it.
You won't probably need to prime either if you do if you just hydrate properly and prep. Give me some.
Yeah. Anyway, you get the point, guys. Yeah. Wipe that off. It's way too much.
Oh, don't waste it.
I know.
I'm one of those. I'm like a drop on the floor. Oh my God. Get it.
So
you mentioned the LTMD, ours, which is the Montarbo brand. We mentioned Supergoop, Unseen, and then actually we have a client. She also has dark skin. She brings her Glow Beauty. Surprisingly, their sunscreen also seems to work well for darker skin. So you have options.
Yeah, you got options. Also, Maddie, real quick, La Roche-Posay is really good too. You're welcome, Linda. Eunice, my lover. Hi. I use Montarbo exfoliating cleanses. I was every 2 weeks. I was exfoliating my. Yes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
it's the best.
It is.
Oh, I don't even, maybe I'll save that video for another time. I was going to share my experience with my underarms, and like, we all want nice, light underarms. To story short, I got burned because I had a wax done, and it's just been dark ever since, and I never really did anything to take care of it. But finally I used the advanced exfoliating cleanser. I would do that, shave, because I was just trying to help with the hair growth, and like it was just immediately brighter. Yeah,
it's amazing. It's also great, the advanced cleanser, people that have starting to get like darker, like elbows, or knees, or like your neck, that darkness here. It's very beneficial. Yeah. And then we also have people that will use it down there prior to shaving. So they'll shave with that first, or they'll use that first, then shave. And it helps with like ingrowns and stuff. Melody Rose. Hi, sweetheart. So good to see you. I would like to thank you for the methods that you have given me. Vitamin A and C works better. It has made such a difference. Oh, I'm so grateful to hear that. That's what I live for. It's the feedback that, we're sharing tips that are beneficial to you, even if you're not using our stuff. That's our obsession and our intention always, is to just help people take whatever they have to the next level, figure out what they're using, figure out how to use it differently so they get results, so they don't waste money. That's just our thing here. Please tell me about hair home inspiration. Are you using a retinoid? That would be where I would probably start. Do I need to add water on my face for hyaluronic? I see this going around now.
Yeah.
So, I started talking about that a while ago, and now I feel like people are a little obsessing over it. Don't worry. Like, you're not going to mess this up. Water on the skin prior to any hydrator or moisturizer allows it to permeate the skin a little, or allows it to soak in a little better. It allows you to use less of the moisturizer product, and that water just acts as a vehicle, helping it just kind of absorb a little better and spread it a little thinner and evenly.
I almost like moisturizing like that now.
Like, I can't without it.
Yeah, it just feels like it's soaking in and actually hydrating.
Well, yeah, think about it. If your skin is dry and you put on a hydrator, then it's going to pull the moisture from wherever it can find it, and the first place it finds it is in the skin. So dry skin, and then you put a hydrator on, like hyaluronic, it's gonna it's gonna make it drier.
Right, especially if you're in a dry climate already. So I feel that it helps.
Yeah. So put water first. That's the little trick around that. Oh, good, Maddie. I'm so glad that helped. Thank you. KZ, you're welcome. I didn't hear what you said. Awesome, Joe. Thank you. Maddie, what's the best laser for chest? I have a knucklehead out in the sun with no sunscreen in my use. Oh, yeah. That's difficult. I don't want to. Lasers are not like my specialty. I know enough. I always think that it's best just to get a consultation. I don't think I can fairly answer that appropriately without you. Like, I just don't feel like I know enough to know which laser would be beneficial. I know about halo laser, which is great for pigmentation. The chest typically is hit a little harder, typically with a laser, but I'm not the person probably to ask because I don't laser people. So if anybody is in here that's a professional or a doctor and you laser or have any tips for the chest and what type of laser, please feel free to chime in here and help answer Maddie's question. The first thing I would do, though, before you ever consider a professional treatment, and this is true of everyone on every concern, especially a laser, is precondition your skin first for 6 to 12 weeks so you get better results. Most people are not doing that. They're going in, they're getting the laser the same day. They haven't preconditioned their skin. They're not getting the results that they want or were expecting because they didn't do what they needed to do prior to get the skin ready for a laser and the inflammation. You two are amazing. So are you. Thank you, KZ.
Thank you.
Okay, now, preconditioning real quick. Follow up, Maddie. Retinol, AHA, vitamin C, sunscreen, exfoliation. Those are the things you do to precondition the skin to get it ready for a laser if you decide to do that on your chest.
Most companies and places won't tell you that, though, but that's a really good reminder to do that, especially if you're considering and you feel like you found the right person and the right treatment.
Yeah, I feel like anybody that's a real, if it, I would just say that if they're not telling you that, get a second opinion. Be concerned. There are protocols to keep clients safe. Also, the doctor wants the best results for that client as well. So the reason that a lot of doctors I've noticed haven't been getting people the results that they're paying for is because they haven't helped them get their skin ready for the laser. And that's a pretty normal, common thing in the industry.
Yeah.
When Avila is asking, thank you guys also for all your questions. We're going to be ending here in a few minutes, just so you know. When you are on tretinoin, how much sunscreen do you recommend should be applied in the summer? Are you supposed to use more than recommended? I don't think so. That's a great question, though. Recommended amount, is enough, and it's more about reapplying. It's just the recommended amount is a lot. It's like an almond size amount, shot glass, 1 ounce for the whole body. So, like a teaspoon for the face, right? It's about a teaspoon, almond size amount.
Almond size.
Yeah, almond size.
Maybe 2 almond sizes if you're really out there.
Yeah.
Gonna be, or the layering helps too.
But feel free, when in doubt, use more. Won't hurt.
Yeah.
Especially when you're using Retin-A. Your sunscreen is the best, Lisa D is saying. Thank you so much, Lisa. Glad you love it. It really is amazing. Yeah, that's such a great product. You're welcome, Maddie. Solitaire, do you have any opinion on PFA and makeup and sun? What is that? I feel like I need to know that. Forgive me, what is PFAS? I'm feeling like it's a chemical. I probably don't. Joe's asking, I have 2 red flaky spots on my face and want to get rid of them. Suggestions. Red flaky spots on my face. I want to get rid of them.
I guess depends how long you've been experiencing that, because it's really hard to say without really seeing it. And
I'd have to see it.
Yeah.
A red flaky spot that doesn't go away, though, that's telling me that it could just be maybe a little keratin issue. It could be a little sensitivity. It could be a little contact dermatitis. Could be something else you may not realize.
I guess if you know the cause, maybe that might help too.
Are you coming out with any new products? Oh, great question. Yes, we are. As you know, COVID has changed everything. So we have had a lot going on behind the scenes. And all I can say is that it definitely disrupted a lot of our plans and goals this year, but we are going to be coming out with something that's quite amazing that I've been working on for a very long time. Like a long time. And we'll keep you guys posted. People are asking we have that giveaway. I don't know if you guys saw on our Instagram. We have another week. It's our pigment brightening treatment. It's discontinued. We can't sell it anymore. So if you want to win a bottle, we're picking 3 people on the 25th, which is next Thursday. Go to our Instagram and follow the instructions for that. And then we do have some more of our transformation kit, and that's got the pigment brightening in there. When we're almost out of those, we're out. So
that would be kind of a loophole, because we still have the transformation kits and include it.
Oh yeah. I never thought of that. Never would have thought of that. Thank you. You're welcome, Maddie. Anytime. Yes, guys. Thank you. We will do another one soon. We promise. I don't know the cause spots or sides of half an almond. That's interesting, Joe. Send us an email at info@montarboskincare.com if you can, with an image. I'm just kind of curious to see if I can help you. Sounds strange that they're so large.
Yeah, and I was just going to say, mention anything else that we should probably know, like how long, how it reacts.
Yeah. All right, guys, we answered a lot of questions today. So just kind of a little bit of a recap to make sure that you always know that you can prevent damage before it occurs. You know, the tips we're sharing are like eating a donut on a treadmill, you're burning the fat before it occurs. So the best way to do that is hydrate, antioxidants, mild exfoliation,
flood the
skin.
You can still use your actives to continue.
Use more sunscreen, reapply that sunscreen, make sure you exfoliate a little bit. You don't want to overly exfoliate during the summer, but you definitely still need to, because also the skin cells slow down a little bit because of all the sunscreen and the sweating and the oil.
Yeah.
So a mild exfoliation is important. And when you're doing all this stuff and you're a person that is very committed and serious, you shouldn't have an issue with sunscreen or reapplying sunscreen, because you're blowing all this money on your skin and your products and your investment. So you're going to be a person that's wise enough to know, hey, I did retinol last night. Wear more sunscreen. Stay out of direct sun. Wear a hat. Wear glasses. Cover up. Stay in the shade. You know, it's about knowing what you're doing and protecting that. So
that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we invest a lot in products, good formulas, and our treatments. So it's like, might as well keep it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any last things or remarks you want to add? Or?
I don't think so. It was nice to be on here and to say hi again.
Isn't it great to see Crystal? It's been a minute. Yeah, she's so great. She's still here, still putting up with me.
Thank you. Just been behind the scenes.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
you guys are so sweet. Hey, Kayla.
Oh.
You guys are sweet. All right, guys, we're gonna head out. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to stay gorgeous. I think we're going to, are we releasing a video this Saturday? We're going to do a get ready with me or something?
Oh, I think.
Or current routine?
Yeah.
Not
sure. Well, it's up in the air, but stay tuned, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, guys. Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful weekend. And we will see you guys soon in a new video. Mwah. Stay blessed.
Bye.
Stay gorgeous. Bye. All right.